otherwise known as relative density, okay, which it might have been slipping his mind at the moment. It happens to me too. We're all human here, okay? I just wanted to remind him of that. Okay, relative density happens to be what the object is relative to its medium, what it does relative to its medium, okay? An apple in the medium of air will fall. An apple in the medium of water will float, okay? This is relative density. Gravity is not pulling things to the center of a ball Earth, because if that were the case, it should pull everything like apples and everything to the center of the Earth. That's not happening. Relative density, right? An anvil will float in liquid mercury. Why? Because the liquid mercury happens to be far more dense than the anvil itself, okay? Gravity isn't pulling anything down, okay? You can go float in water, you'll fall through air. This is relative density or specific gravity. Now, the specific gravity is explained when it's a force, right? So the force up or down, right? It's not a directional, there's no directional bias here. And that's what you guys seem to miss. There's no directional bias. Let me ask you a question. Hold on, I'm not done landing my point. Okay?
Oh, okay, 30 minutes later, let's go.
The fact that there is this happening, right, means that, you don't have gravity pulling things down, okay? Bottom fucking line. Gravity's not a force because gravity doesn't have mass. If I pull an apple 10 feet under a body of water, under the surface, right, and I let it go, G is measured by the force that object is making upward, in an upward force against the water. Okay? Just like the apple falling through air. G is measured by the force the apple is making through the air. So gravity isn't a force. Gravity isn't making things do things because gravity doesn't have mass. Gravity is not a force because gravity doesn't have mass. Okay? Things with mass, i.e. weight, are going to make a difference in that, okay?
Let me know when you're done.
There's no gravity to it. Go ahead. I want to hear what you got to say now.
Okay, so if I took two objects, let's say, I don't know, a cinder block and a feather, and I put them both in a vacuum chamber, why do they fall at the same rate?
Why do they fall at the same rate? Because all of the air has been removed. Now, here's the thing.
Wait, no, you said the reason that they fall down is relative density. There is no medium in a vacuum. So why do they fall and accelerate at the same rate when there is no medium?
Super stupid. There's obviously still air. It's a much lighter medium than just the ambient air outside. What a dumb attempt at an argument.
Repeat that, Heretic. Repeat what you just said.
You don't think there's air inside of a vacuum chamber, dude?
You're an idiot. You're really a dumb guy. Okay, got it. You should be quiet.
Okay. All right. So let's get you to actually stick to a point instead of just attacking people's characters, since that's all you got because you're a complete retard. You think that there's no air in a vacuum chamber? Go ahead. Just answer the question.
So go ahead and explain.
Okay. All right. So that didn't sound like it was going to be an answer. So this is how it's going to go until we get it. Is there any air in a vacuum chamber?
There might be some if it's imperfect.
No shit. So the air is a medium, right?
So why would the
air is a medium, yeah?
At the same rate.
Air is a medium, yeah?
Different densities, right? They're different.
Air is a medium, yeah?
You guys are retards.
Air is a medium, yeah. That's a nice call. It's not helping you.
Good medium, right? Simple Jack. Air is a medium, yes?
I'm not going to talk to you retards if you...
Okay, he's cooked. That's all he's got. He's just crashing out now.
There he goes. He left.
Little bitch.
You didn't even let me get to the point of the depth.
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously a lot lighter than the ambient air. What a stupid fucking attempt. I won't even say argument, just attempt.
Yeah, it was a very, very futile attempt.
It's going to be a lot less dense than whatever else you were dropping it in. What the fuck? How is that a gotcha?
I mean, pretty much congratulations. You proved our point.
Yeah, I know. Like, really? That's what you're going with? And then he falls back on, you're fucking retards, don't talk.
I don't want to answer you. I don't want to hear you. You just don't want to hear the facts, period. That's all it is. Simple Jack just didn't want to hear the facts, period.
That's weird with him because when I first heard him come in, I couldn't actually get him to speak on the topic one way or the other. He seemed like he just wasn't interested, didn't care. And now he's a complete zealot. So, I mean, he probably cared when he first got here, but he was not showing his full true colors.
Yeah. I have that way with people, Heretic. I get people to just show their true colors. Show their ass. Show me your ass.
He's really bad now. And at first, he just couldn't even get him motivated to talk about it when he first came around.
That's that deep cognitive dissonance. At first, they don't want to talk about it. Then they go through these phases where they're like, okay, fine, I'll talk about it, right? I'll debunk all these stupid flat earthers. He's like right there in that phase where he doesn't want to hear it, but he thinks he can debunk you.
Just salty all the time. Oh, great. I got rid of all our entertainment.
Simple Jack don't know jack shit about the very thing he believes in. And, I find that to be a very regular occurrence, Heretic, is that There's plenty of people that come through here, and we know their ball Earth cosmology tenfold better than they do. That's fucking sad. They're fucking sad. For them, not for us, but for them. Yeah, I wasn't really
Yeah, it's
buying
odd.
Seth either, not gonna lie. Seth guy. It really seems like we get some characters that think that they've developed a strategy, and when they come in here, they do stuff like LARP as a flat earther and try to be a Poe in flat Earth. They try to make it look.
I concur.
And they think that these strategies work. We have other people that come in and they say, well, I used to be a flat earther and now I'm a glober again. That's one of their strategies. But it never works. It never works. Like, we see right through that. At least I do.
Yeah, what do you think about gravity, though?
Okay, so I just went through this with Simple Jack, who actually just rage quit the chat.
Okay.
Gravity is not a force because gravity does not have mass. So you see, only things with mass or weight can create a force, depending on which direction they move through a specific medium, up or down. Okay, so it's something called relative density.
You said anything with a weight or mass can create a force?
Yeah, listen, the density of an object relative to the medium that it is in. Does anybody have that infographic that has the glass that has all of the different fluids in it and all of the different things that are suspended in these various liquids? If we could post that up in the chat. I don't have it. I need that in my collection. So relative density, right? So an anvil, right, for like blacksmithing, floats. It floats in liquid mercury. This would be relative density. You think the anvil should sink through everything because of gravity, but that's not the case. The apple will fall through the air. The apple is dense relative to the air. The apple will float in water. The apple is buoyant relative to the water. Air and water are two different mediums. Liquid mercury would be a medium. Oil is a medium. Alcohol is even a medium. So gravity isn't really pulling things down, especially because there's no specific downward bias. You got things that go up and they go down through various mediums.
So, interesting.
Yeah, this would mean that the force that the apple makes as it is coming up through water is making the G, right? So G isn't the force. G isn't making the force. The apple is making the force upon the water as it rises up through the water to float.
It's making the force.
Yep, it does. Yep, only things with mass can create force. So it's actually the equation is something like mass over acceleration equals force. So, mass over acceleration, you're the mass of your car accelerating into a freaking wall, right? It's going to create a force on the wall. Gravity didn't do that. That's not gravity. Now, G is measured somewhere in there of the force that your car created against the wall. But gravity itself is not the force. Do you understand? And anybody can, I'm sure Heretic would correct me if I were wrong.
I think it's weird that F equals ma equation kind of applies to everything going down, with the acceleration being that constant 9.81.
F equals ma. That also applies to things going up.
Correct, because it's a constant formula. Yeah.
It applies to things that float and things that fall. So there's no like I said, there's no specific downward bias.
But when we look at why, when we apply that formula, it's just like consistent with like every object. No.
What do you mean by that?
Like when we apply F equals ma, it's almost like you can measure that force. But I guess you could say the force is nothing. So I don't know.
Right. So you would need something of mass, an object, period. You would need an object, a physical object, period, to create that force. So gravity itself is not a force. Do you understand?
Force is like it's a vector. It's always, I don't know.
Okay, the vector is either up or down.
It's always acting.
The vector is either up or down, and that actually happens to be both. There is upward and downward vectors in this relative density, in buoyancy and density. Things that float and things that sink. Things that fall through air, things that float through air. Things that fall through water and things that float through water. There's no.
There's always a downward force on every object, though. Like,
no, there's not, and I've just walked through how there's not.
yeah, but your explanation is just saying that there's an upward force.
It's not my explanation. I'm not just saying there's just an upward force. This is not just my explanation, right? Relative density, specific gravity. Relative density is something you can actually go look up right now on Google.
It's not true. They did sort of invert that. The force is upward, really. That's buoyancy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but you're saying that you're stabilizing yourself due to density, or like, I don't know what density has to do with this.
What? Who said anything about
I just don't
stabilizing?
understand what relative density has to do with.
I think it's because you don't understand relative density. I don't think that you understand.
I think if you did, you would be able to explain it to me and how it's the equivalent of gravity.
I think it's because you're not understanding the specific density or buoyancy of specific objects through their specific mediums. Once you learn that, it's game over. It's so game over.
Isn't it true that if you have a grasp on any kind of content that you can explain it to like a 5-year-old?
Yeah, I can. You want me to explain it to you like you're 5?
Yeah, because right now you're just throwing out terms.
Okay, so what happens to the apple if we drop it in the air?
It goes down.
Okay, what happens if we release the apple underwater?
It goes up because it's a completely different medium.
There you go. Relative density.
Relative density.
Right there. Welcome to reality.
So what are you trying to disprove?
No, we're explaining to you what relative density is, man.
Yeah, I've already.
How does that apply to like gravity though?
I've debunked gravity being a force.
Because
gravity is not a force because gravity doesn't have mass. Only objects with mass can create force, which is where G is measured. G itself is not a force, you see? It's not what's pulling things down or pushing things up.
So the apple being less dense than the water below it disproves the fact that there's a constant force vector and always enacting on that apple.
Oh, fuck my life, Batman. Okay, maybe somebody else. How to explain it?
What force vector?
The constant force vector measured by mass times the acceleration.
Who measured this and how and when?
To measure
Goose, that's going in 2 directions.
Yeah. Where was this measured at?
I don't know. We can use tools to measure it.
Oh yeah, which tools?
Something that can measure weight, or use things to measure weight.
It's just measure pressure.
Yeah, that's all it is. Measuring pressure,
yeah,
right?
this is pressure that you exert on the.
What is pressure?
You can measure the pressure an apple creates as it is.
It's almost like you're using like a completely different term for force. Pressure is force per area. I just don't understand what you're saying.
Okay, so the apple, as it's rising up through the water, is creating a force on the water. That means that gravity is not the force. It means the apple is creating the force through the medium, which is where G is measured. G not being the force.
So
the only reason why you fall or anything that is denser than the medium is because you're denser. The medium does not have enough pressure to push you up.
But why do dense things go down?
Because you are denser than the medium.
But what is dense? What does dense mean, and why does it go down?
Again, you are denser than the medium, so it can't support you.
You're running a circle, bro. Why the fuck?
I don't understand how you don't understand that. If you were less dense than the medium, then you will be supported by the medium that you're in, and you will float.
Tell me, dude, why the fuck does a dense liquid or anything dense go down?
What? Oh, you mean like through the air? You mean like why does rain fall? Through the
air, anywhere. Why do dense things go down?
Maybe because
it's not because they're stabilizing themselves. It's
stabilize. Who said anything about stabilize?
I'm gonna go Democ on you. I don't know, bro. Maybe you can go skydiving because you're more dense than the freaking air. I don't know. Maybe when you hit the water, you'll fucking float. I don't know, because you're less dense than the water. Goose, you need to go back to 3rd grade basics, bud, because you're just going in circles, and I'm done going in circles with you, bud.
You're stating why something is more dense than the other, but you're not explaining why the dense thing would go down. You're just stating the obvious. No shit, you're denser than the air, but why the fuck are you going down?
Because you're fucking. That's just like your head. Your head is dense. Your mind is so fucking dense that you can't understand this concept, bro. Like what?
Because what you're doing is you're stating a generalization that doesn't lead to something else.
It's not a generalization, dude. Let's take the same object. The fucking apple, right? You seen people bobbing for apples because apples fucking float, right? Oh my god.
I liked your skydiving example. So let's say a person's skydiving and they're less dense in the air. So can you explain the phenomena going on?
How would they be less dense in the air?
Or not less dense, more dense.
What
Sorry.
the fuck? When is a skydiver ever less dense in the air?
Misspoke.
When is a skydiver ever less dense?
I just said I misspoke.
in the air?
Can we get off that?
You want to get off that because you're about to self-cook?
Because I misspoke?
Buddy,
And
I don't know what you were trying to say. Okay, then what were you trying to say? If you misspoke, I'll give you the chance. What were you trying to say?
I'm saying that the skydiver, yes, is more dense than the air. But why is that phenomena of the skydiver going down happen?
Because
why is it that dense things go? Why is it that
because he's more dense in the air? Literally, why the skydiver fucking goes down? Because he's more dense than the medium surrounding him. When he hits the water, what's going to happen?
But you're like missing the next part of why the dense things go down.
Okay, what's the next part then? What is the next part, Goose?
It goes down because denser things have more mass than the ambient air above.
Stated that. I literally stated that.
Wait. So you're saying a human has more mass in the whole atmosphere?
Lad.
And the air
Goose, you're not going to interrupt. Well, wait. I'll get to you, okay?
Oh,
Goose,
sorry.
now you're talking. Give me a second, okay? Give me a second. Thank you. Sorry about that. I wasn't trying to yell at you. Like, whoa. It was too much. So I explained this to you already, Goose. Right? That the mass of something, the material weight of an object going through a different medium, right, is why. You asked why. I've already told you why. Okay, now I want you to repeat back to me what I've told you.
What's weight?
No, repeat back to me what I've told you.
I already know what you're saying, and it's true. But you're not giving a reason.
I just gave, oh my lord, you got an apple. You drop the apple in the air and it falls down, right? G isn't making it fall.
You're making an observation.
G is calculated in the fall because of the apple. Now, let's do this. Now, the apple goes in the water. Which way does the apple go? It goes up. It floats in the water. Why? Because it's less dense than that medium. G isn't making it go up. G definitely isn't making it go down. Like,
why does the water go down then?
Why does water go down? Like through the air?
Why is the less dense object going up, but the water goes down? The more dense water.
So you're wondering why water, like why
something that's less dense than the water goes up and is buoyant, and the water wants to remain lower.
Okay, so you're basically asking why does rain fall? Right?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Okay, all right. I just wanted to ask that clarifying question. So again, the answer remains. The rain falls because the water is more dense than the air.
Yes,
the more dense things will fall through that fucking medium. Okay, so like why are we still going in circles about this, Goose?
Because there's an explanation.
I just fucking gave it to you.
The more dense water.
Oh my fucking god.
The Goose? More dense water, which I know is more this is crazy. Like, it's like you want to be right, but then ignore gravity. Like it's like
for fuck's sake.
It's like you want to completely ignore that part of science. Like it's weird. Like
ignore what part of science? I haven't ignored shit, dude.
Like you're just ignoring why it goes down. It's just fucking one word. It's gravity. Like it's
no, fucking no.
It's three top gnomes.
Well, this is where you got to just ask him what gravity is.
So you go ahead and tell me what's gravity, Goose. Go ahead, you school me.
But like you don't believe in that, so it's like
wow. So you have to believe in it. Is it like Jesus, bro?
No. You can tell me. You can tell me what gravity is.
That's what I'm saying. Is it like Jesus? We have to believe in it, or is something you can actually show us? Well, so it's a religion then.
Sure, man.
So gravity force.
Oh, so you have a religious view of gravity. Okay, well, I mean, that's fine. You can have a religious view of gravity. Pray to it. Do whatever you want to it. I mean, you're just saying it's gravity. Like I'm supposed to accept that as there's some actual truth there. But you haven't showed us what gravity is. You say we don't believe in it. Like it's some kind of religion thing that we have to believe. You're saying it's science, but it can't be science if I have to believe in it. Science is something that can be repeatable, tested, and you haven't done that yet. Can you show us gravity or what gravity is to you? Can you explain it to us?
Brother, don't you think that the explanation of
Don't tell me, ask me what I think. Show me what is gravity, bro. That's what you need to do.
Don't you think that explanation of gravity is a better explanation than, more dense things fall?
No.
Explanations? Or some story about Narnia is a better explanation about actual things that happen? What?
He doesn't get it, though. He does not fucking get it whatsoever. Yeah. He thinks that gravity is a force. Period. He thinks that gravity is what pulls stuff down. Period.
This is crazy.
This is great, bro. Is that what you think gravity is?
Yeah, I guess I'm stupid.
He must be, because Einstein
You
replaced
said
that
it.
shit.
You said it, not us. You said it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you think gravity is still a force?
Yeah, I guess
I can show
Is that
you
what
right
you
now.
believe?
I guess I'm naive.
Is that
Yes,
what you
you are.
believe?
Yeah, I have a belief.
Yeah,
that
well then,
gravity-
guess what? Einstein kicked away freaking gravity being as a force. Now it's in effect, bro.
Yeah, catch this, Goose. Simple, quick little Google search says, why is gravity not a force? A force is often defined as a mass that changes speed and or direction, i.e. accelerates. Exactly what I was talking about with relative density. Gravity has no mass, so it cannot be a force. It just causes things that already have mass to quote-unquote attract to each other. However, that part is definitely wrong because there is no naturally observed mass attracting mass in nature.
Effective curvature of space-time is
No.
manifested as a force. Yeah.
Curvature of space-time is neither a force either. The curvature, it's the
I didn't
theory
say it
of
was a
special
force. I said
relativity.
it
It's a
manifests as
theory,
a force.
right?
It's an effect, but it manifests as a force that we can
No,
observe.
sir. No, sir. The theory
Okay, well,
of special relativity. It is a theory. It is a remained a theory for all of this time. It cannot be proven as such, which is really funny, right? Because they grid out this plane, like a plane, like dimensional plane, and then they like sink a globe into it. And they go, see, it's relative density. But nobody can actually demonstrate this, replicate this, show this, prove this any kind of way. Okay?
you had this conversation with like a physics professor?
Excuse me?
Have you ever had this conversation with like a physics professor?
Oh, yeah. I would love to. I'd fucking wreck them.
I would very much like to see that. Yeah, you would definitely wreck them.
You know, there have been plenty of physicists that have come through here. There was even an optics expert that had come through here. What's his name? Is it Dr. John? Is it John D? He was a globe Earth believer, and now, and he was a globe Earth believer in his even in his early career of optics and things like that. But he's now a flat earther. He went out and he did some long range optics tests and measurements and things like that. And he's like, well, okay, it's definitely compared the math, and said, okay, yeah, I concede. That's what intellectually honest people do, though. They will concede.
There's no way someone with like an ABET accredited PhD would be a flat earther.
Oh, yes, there is, and there are plenty. I promise you, son, there
Plenty
are plenty.
is wild.
So that's irrelevant. It's meta. That's meta, and absolutely relevant to the case. So you've got no argument. You just think, you believe, right? That's the word. You believe that gravity is a force. However, I've just walked you through how it is not a force. I even gave you a little.
Me through an observation.
Excuse me?
You walked me through an observation that anyone can.
Walked you through an observation?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. So you're making these observations. This is something you could also test, right? So we could actually be doing science on this. Woo.
But simply all you told me was things go down.
Boy, you didn't fucking listen at all. You must have listened with
your
your mouth.
explanation was literally that you were saying dense things go down.
Holy shit, Goose. Yeah. So guess what? An
Yeah,
apple?
not all the time.
Yeah, this whole thing. An apple. Just one apple.
It doesn't go down
One
all the time. So
object.
that's a straw man. We didn't say density goes down.
Right.
Because guess what? The water actually is more dense than the
Dude,
less
for
dense
the
item.
love of God,
What?
you can take an apple and
It's
it'll
called
fall through the air.
relative. It's called relative density, man. So if you don't understand it, you need to look it up and Google it. So what happens is that whatever, if the item, the object is denser than the medium, therefore it will go down because it what it does is it displaces the medium around it. Now when the object is exerting a force on the medium that is denser than the object, the force that is exerting the object is exerting just a pushback from the medium, which pushes back the object up.
And that elbow, that's why I use the example of an apple. Just an apple. Because the apple falls through air but floats in water, which is a perfect example of relative density, right? So relative to the medium, that's what that, but he's not getting it. He's not understanding what these words actually mean. That's his biggest hang up.
You ever heard of specific gravity?
That's what
That
we're
is
fucking
relative density,
talking about.
dumbass.
Oh my God, it's relative density, specific gravity. It's the same fucking thing, and that's what we're talking about, Goose.
So then what's the disconnect if you know what specific gravity is?
What is your disconnect? It's specific to the medium that it's in. What is your disconnect, Goose?
I think you're tripping here.
You're tripping. So
You're tripping, Goose. You don't fucking get it. I'm getting loud and I'm getting excited because I'm really frustrated with you. You're just not getting it. You're like a brick. You're absorbent as a brick. Nothing's sinking in. You don't get it.
Dense things.
You're a dense thing. You're the densest thing. Holy shit.
So when something is denser than water, why does it sink in the water?
Holy shit. Elbow, you want this one?
I'm not gonna go through this again. This guy's a moron.
So why is it that when the less dense water is on top and the more dense item goes down? Why does it go down though? There's got to be a reason
Why
it goes
does more
in a
dense?
downward direction.
So hold on. Let me get.
What did you just say?
For real.
So the water's less dense, right? And let's say you have like something that's like
okay, hold on.
times more denser than the water. It allows for it to sink.
Goose. The water is less dense than what? The water is less dense. You said the water is less dense, but that's like a fractured sentence. The water is less dense than what?
The item that's sinking.
Air?
The item that's sinking in the water.
Oh my fucking god.
What?
Okay, so the water is less dense than the item that is... Okay, so if the water is less dense than the object will do what?
Yeah, I kept saying it. It's sinking.
It'll sink. Yeah. This is relative density. This is object medium relationship.
Interesting. Okay, so then why does it only go in one direction though?
Just admit you got owned, bro.
It only goes in one direction. Hey, did you guys know that shit only goes in one fucking direction? Like, heavy things. Like, okay, so if I drop a lead
because
ball,
the floor is on there.
the lead ball through the air, is the lead ball going to float in the water? No, the lead is heavier than the air, heavier than the water. Like,
where else would it go to?
It's just weird that no matter
where else would it go to, Goose? Where would it go?
One direction.
Where would it go, Goose?
You glove are so dumb. You say it always goes down the water, always goes straight down, but you also want us to think that it goes in a circle. Oh, the girth, that don't make no sense.
Get him, lad. Get him.
High as hell, bro.
Because he literally doesn't get it. Like, lad, you seem to understand. Goose, why don't you mute up for just a sec? Because, like, lad seems to get it. Lad seems to understand that different objects in different mediums have buoyancy and density. He gets that. But you don't, Goose.
It's crazy that we're using these terms while excluding, like, gravity. It's just so wild. Like,
you still haven't told me what gravity is, bro. We've been waiting. What is gravity, bro?
What definition would you want? Because I could.
Why are you asking me?
Straight from you.
You already know it, brother.
Straight from you, Goose. Straight from your brain pan. What is gravity?
Well, gravity is two objects exert a force on each other, and this is due to the curvature of space-time.
So it's object, right? So it would have to be an object first
something
before
mass.
you have gravity?
Mass, things of mass, or whatever. Matter, and then, mass.
Lad, maybe you want to talk
No, is it a mass or an object?
Well, an object has mass, so, yeah.
Maybe Lad can level with you, Goose.
I'd rather not talk to that guy. He's kind of loud.
Because why? Because Lad...
What do you have against me? Because I know more than you, so you think you can talk more than me?
Dude, you sound like you're like...
Who cares?
He's trolling. He's trolling. He's trolling.
Hey, shut up. My friend told me to...
He's trolling.
Who cares? Who cares? He clearly understands that you don't fucking get it.
No, he's just repeating your fucking point, the troll.
No, he called you out, Goose. He called you out. And I don't even think that Lad's a flat earther. And he called you out, bro.
Yeah, he fucked me up.
Yeah, the fuck he did. No, you fucked yourself up, honestly. You did. Right. He just dug your own grave. Just keep digging a hole. You can't tell us what gravity is from your own brain pan. You seem to completely escapes you.
What was that?
Is.
You wouldn't accept it?
Yeah.
Why would we need to accept it, bro?
That's a cope. You're coping.
I don't know, because that's how we have conversations about science, I guess.
Oh, so you think science, you have to accept science? That's math for you, bro.
No, but you exchange, like, previously established theories and laws to base that off.
You think that is an established theory? What's a theory in science?
So you think it's not?
What's a theory in science?
Well, how we use gravity is a law.
Gravity's not a law; it's a theory. The relative or the special
relativity, which is an explanation that goes into the curvature of space-time, but then you have the law.
There's no curvature of space. How do you curve space and time? Give me a bucket of space and time and show me how you curve that shit.
Yeah, sadly, I can't fucking show you.
I'm sorry. Did you answer what was theory in science?
Well, you want me to go away and read it out to you or something? You want me to...
No, I want you to tell me what the theory in science is. You're saying the theory is an established theory.
Yeah, we want it from your brain.
So I don't fuck it up. I'm gonna read it out because that's what I do.
So now you're gonna read it up.
Yeah,
he got to Google his shit.
That's fine. Go ahead and read it up. What is the scientific theory?
To actually look things up in the real world.
Go ahead. Fine. Go ahead. Fine. Look it up. What's the scientific theory?
Actually, I made it. Hold up.
See, this is the problem, right? You think you're geared up for battle, and then you got to gear up in the middle of battle. Uh-oh. You think you come right there? There's proof that you don't know shit. You don't know shit about the very thing that you believe in. Period.
I gotcha. Thanks, Mama Bean. Anyways, it's a well-substantiated explanation of some aspect of the natural world based on a body of facts that have been repeatedly confirmed through observation and experiment.
Uh-oh. Great. So, if there was, if it's an established theory, so there should be some experiments that has been done, some hypotheses that have been written out by the person that supposedly discovers this phenomenon that's happening, and
which one?
There should be some. I mean, so there should be some data on that. So, where is the hypothesis and the experiment conducted for gravity? Please show.
You think that's never been done before or something?
Oh, please show it to me.
Elbow and Jenna, are you guys disagreeing? Because Jenna has been saying multiple times that gravity is a theory, and Elbow now, based on the definition, gravity hasn't been through the scientific method or demonstrated, so it's not a theory. So
and I believe Jenna is saying that it's a theory. I'm speaking for you. I'm sorry, Jenna. I believe Jenna thinks it's saying it's a theory as a colloquial theory. Am I correct, Jenna?
Yeah, colloquially, it is theoretically gravity being a force. Let me specify that gravity as a force, or even this warping and bending of space-time, is a theory, not a law. Are we on the same page with this?
You just read the definition of theory, and that doesn't go with a theory. Gravity wouldn't go with that. But you keep saying that, Jenna, that gravity is a theory when it hasn't been confirmed or experimented with.
Well, I mean, I understand that, and from where I stand, something remains a theory, which is not a fact, right? It's not a fact. It remains a theory until proven or disproven, right?
But
no, incorrect, Jenna. Yeah, incorrect, Jenna.
Right, Jenna.
Okay.
It's theoretical.
You're agreeing with the Glober, and Elbow is disagreeing with both of you.
Yeah, okay, and then I'm probably right.
No, you're wrong.
Goose, you're actually wrong.
You read the right definition, but you're wrong on you're wrong on what they're saying that is an established gravity is an established theory. It is incorrect. It is theoretical.
There's a law.
Gravity is not a law. No.
Yeah, look it up, Playboy.
Whose law is it? Who made it?
Newton's.
Yeah. So unfortunately, Newton's law got debunked. It got superseded by Einstein.
No.
Oh no.
No.
Look it up.
Guess what happened?
Look it up.
Those laws still apply. It's just manifested.
No, it does not. Because Einstein's they're contradictory.
How?
Yeah, they're contradictory because one describes gravity as a force and the other one describes gravity as an effect. It can't be both a force and an effect.
Guess what? The force is
So the force causes the effect?
The effect manifests as a force, brother.
So you're saying gravity is both the force and the effect? What the fuck?
Yeah, it can't be
manifested as a force.
It cannot be the cause and the effect.
It's the gravity as we use it as a force is the effect from the curvature of space-time.
What? Then again,
gravity that as we use it as a force is the effect of that curvature of space-time.
So the force would be the cause, right? And the effect would be the curvature of space-time. So you're still saying it's the cause.
The curvature would be the space-time curvature.
What's space-time again? So you're saying it's an established fact, so let's figure it out. Where's the hypothesis that Newton wrote, and where's the test that he conducted? The experiment.
There's a bunch of shit online, bro. You can find it.
It's your claim, though.
I'm not your ChatGPT, bro. This has been tested.
It's your claim, bro. You're trying to say that this is an established theory. So let's look for it, man. Dude, let's go look it up. It's your shit, man. Come on, let's do it.
Many smart people have tested.
Many smart people. So now you're believing again instead of actually finding out the truth.
I'll use the presumptions that many smart scientists have.
So you're believing again, another religion starting. You have a religion. Here we go.
Yeah, the same way I believe the scientists
Praise be to
that made my
gravity.
car and the physics.
Glory
inside
be
my
to gravity,
car
because
made it.
the priests established it.
It's almost like we have to use presuppositions for like everything in life.
Oh, it's a problem with presuppositions. So pretty much, put it like this: have you ever heard of Hitchens Racer?
Negative.
So Hitchens Racer is a term where you say like Occam's Racer, the thing with less assumptions tend to be the correct one. So Hitchens Racer says that if something can be dismissed without evidence, so something like that is presented without evidence can be dismissed without evidence. So if you don't have no evidence of this quote unquote gravity, therefore I can dismiss it just the same way without worrying about it because you have no evidence to show me. So I don't have to give you evidence against it. So bye bye gravity.
It's just that if you wanted to find it, you could find it yourself. And I
so something again, it's Hitchens Racer, bro. I don't have to find something that you're trying to present to me that you have no evidence of.
I don't give a fuck to like.
Right? So I don't give a fuck either, bro. I mean, you're over here trying to make me believe in your religious to have this belief. You're this heliocentric belief of this religious gravity you have, and you haven't presented any evidence for.
My brother, there's like,
and it's supposed to be the miracle cure. Right, it's supposed to be the miracle cure to holding on to this damn globe.
Yeah, it's the cure.
I'm pretty sure you probably have one of those rosaries with the little globe emblem on it.
What?
Little rosaries with globes.
No,
it's your religion, man. And does it have a G for gravity instead of a cross?
No, but I got like a NASA sticker on my laptop.
Nah, figures. I bet you do.
Yeah, I fuck with heavy.
I bet you. So again, don't want your religious belief, man, unless you can provide some evidence for it.
I got you, bro. Sadly, I'm not a fucking Mormon or I don't know, some preacher, so I'm not gonna do all that. But I think there's a lot of smart people that have done a good amount of experiments.
There you go, believing again.
You want me to search one? I can search one.
Trust the priests.
We've searched for 12 years. There's no experiments for gravity. There's no experiments for gravity because there's no observed natural phenomena. So you're done. Simple as that.
Okay. Well, you heard it here, folks.
I didn't catch the first part. What was the question again? What happened?
Hi.
What's up, Oxygen?
I'm just here to see what's up.
Good. You came in at a good time. We're trying to figure out if anybody has evidence from this globe.
I don't know either way, to be honest with you.
I mean, you do believe that you live in a globe, right?
Well, that's what they say, but I don't really get the flat earth stuff either, you know what I'm saying?
You don't get what?
Like, I don't know what to think.
What do you
if a meteorite was to hit a flat Earth, wouldn't that smash it in half like a discus, like a dish?
Meteorite? What are you talking about?
Like, it kind of makes sense.
What the fuck is a meteorite?
What? Huh? By the way,
like when you look at the moon,
one question I had was, if you walk off of the edge, you just kind of...
What are you talking about? What edge?
The edge.
Are we back in 2014, are we?
I guess so. Why don't we talk about what edge are you talking about here?
Imagine there was no ice wall. That would be an edge, yes?
What? Ice wall? Edge?
Guys.
You flat earthers say there's an ice wall. Do not
Imagine if you...
Flat earthers say that. What are you talking about? That's all globe. Is there no ice shelf in the globe?
In the globe, I'm afraid.
Are you serious?
It's just the Antarctica. What?
So there is an ice shelf that they had to do.
They had to use.
Okay. So there is an ice wall then.
Shelf, which is not.
Which is a wall of ice, is it not?
You're correct.
Okay, so there is an ice wall on the globe. Okay, so why are you trying to? So why are you trying to tell us about an ice wall when your globe is the one that has the ice wall?
Well, your flat Earth thing.
Okay, but you're talking about edges and falling off and about breaking a meteor breaking a meteor breaking the Earth in half somehow.
Theories.
I don't even know what are you talking about. I have a model in your head about a flat Earth that we don't have for some odd reason.
I want you to update my model.
I don't have a model, bro.
What? Update your model of what?
What the fuck is the model?
What's model? What is a model?
No, tell me. Okay, stop shifting the context.
I'll put it like this.
Cindy Crawford.
Show me your model. Show me your model, and I'll show
I
you
don't
mine.
need to show you my model because it's clearly wrong. I want the update.
Well, I mean, you clearly don't have a model because
I
you
don't
have.
need a
I've
model
never seen.
because I
I've
need
never
to
seen a
replace-
glow
I
Earth
need to
model.
replace whatever's there with yours.
Well, guess what? Falsification is not. I don't need to
I'm
replace
trying
where we falsify it. So
I'm simply trying to see your model.
I
Exactly.
don't have one.
Maybe oxygen isn't understanding, but hey, man, the whole thing about it is the globe Earth doesn't even have a model, right? Especially,
It does. It has like countless
don't interrupt
models.
me. Don't interrupt me. Okay, it does
Sorry.
not have a model. Since the radius value,
Can you prove it?
curvature rate has been repeatedly falsified, right?
Prove it.
So that leaves us, intellectually honest individuals, going, okay, so we don't know how big the Earth is now. We do know that
We
it is
actually
flat.
do. 2,000 years
Far as
ago.
shush! We do know that it is flat as far as the eye can see, as far as our best cameras can see, as far
Oh my
shush,
god.
shush, as far as our best telescopes can see. Flat.
You
Well,
understand telescopes have a limit on Earth. Telescopes have a limit on Earth.
shut up, shut up. Okay, so far exceeding the limit of a geometric, right? Far exceeding the geometric limitation of what a ball Earth would allow, right? So after falsifying that repeatedly,
What about
we now
refraction?
fucking shut up. We now don't know.
Refraction.
Shut up. Shut up, Perry. You need to mute yourself right now. Okay. So we don't know how to do it now. We know for a fact that it's not a globe. We know for a fact that the math doesn't match. We know for a fact that the radius is not 3959 miles.
I think
It
we know
does
for a
not
fact that
match.
you're an absolute fucking retard.
Oh, that's all you've got. All right, next person, please, because all this person has is ad hominem attacks.
When a woman gets angry, normally they're chucking things at me. When I hear a woman get angry, that's what I've got.
Oh, well, trust me, I'm not angry yet.
You sound angry.
I'm a little frustrated when I can't even finish. I can't even land a point without getting continuously interrupted. Yeah, that is frustrating. Not angry, frustrated.
Okay. So, if the Earth was like a record player at the disc, and you chuck a stone at it, it would shut up. If you chuck a stone at a basketball, a solid round object, it's less likely to break in half. How come the Earth hasn't been split in half yet? Please don't tell me about it. Oh no. What do you mean? How can you not understand what I'm talking about? Is it my accent?
Is the Earth a disc, like a freaking record?
Yeah, bro's claiming Earth's a disc, dude. Like, we don't even claim that shit. We're just like, I know that shit's flat. I don't know about it being a disc, but I know that as far as I can see, test, measure with all optical assistance, that shit's flat.
But if the Earth was flat, wouldn't that? How thick is the Earth then?
If it was a sphere, it wouldn't have water on the surface of it, and we wouldn't have any gas pressure if it was a sphere.
Do we have to know what the bottom of it looks like in order to determine the top is indeed flat? As far as we can see with all optical.
If it was a sphere, you wouldn't have liquid water on the surface, and there would be no gas pressure. If it was a sphere.
Wouldn't that create an imbalance and make the Earth tumble? Therefore, the night sky and the stars would move like irrationally.
It's motionless. It's not moving. It's not moving. It's not moving. Tumbling will be moving. Tumbling will be moving, but it's not moving.
But meteorites, big ones, they tumble because they're not even objects.
Okay,
no, the thing is that cartoons that you have in your head that you label meteorites, that doesn't affect reality, dude. The imaginary stuff that you have in your head, that doesn't affect reality. Sorry, man.
That's a flat earther saying that. That was bizarre what you just said.
No, that's in your head. When you say meteorites, like rocks coming from outer space, bigger than Texas, hitting the flat plate in the vacuum of space, that's something in your imagination. Sorry, bro. That's you believing in cartoons in your head, but that's not reality. And hopefully you realize this.
Oh, no, you're going to State Department. No, he's still here. You're the State Department is here again.
Just how come the Egyptians have never put a hieroglyphic of a flat Earth, but yet they were ahead of a lot of things, but yet they don't mention flat Earthers with the Egyptians.
They made hieroglyphs of
maybe they didn't need to.
Objects, apples, vases, and different objects. But
sorry guys,
an object, dude.
We have lasers
they
now.
Made hieroglyphs about giraffes, lions, and people, and different things, but not of the Earth. No, not of the Earth.
They mostly told stories about their culture, not necessarily of the Earth.
Yeah, maybe they didn't have the outside perspective to be able to draw the whole of existence. Maybe they didn't have that, but they did. They did made hieroglyphs of apples, and people, because they saw that.
You
But
do realize we have lasers now. Hello?
Yeah.
the
No, we don't.
Egyptians
We don't have
built
lasers. No,
Yes, we do. We know the Earth is
no, you
round.
don't have any lasers. Do
Thank
you have any
you.
lasers?
Globe.
How
Globe.
how do you know
but
that?
the,
How laser a straight line of light prove that Earth is a globe?
Yeah, lasers
didn't they
debunk the
build the
globe. Lasers don't
All right,
work
I
on a
just
convenient sphere. Sorry.
I just posted a hieroglyph of Earth as they saw it.
Oh shit!
What does that look like to you?
To me, it
It
looks
doesn't
like
look. It doesn't
the
look like a
mother.
globe.
It looks like we're on Mother Earth. There's resonant frequencies. It looks like they're on a level ground with the sky strung out over them. Maybe
so it looks
build
like a disc. They're standing on discs, but a meteorite would smash the discs in half. See?
You go again with the meteorite. Where's the meteorites at?
It's in space from another planet, cosmic universes
It's a
away.
space from another planet. Okay, can you confirm this somehow? Validate the space for me?
Yeah, because we're traveling through space, orbiting the sun, and we're
Circular
traveling
logic.
around the galaxy.
When you say traveling through space, do you mean like the space between your ears?
I mean, our brains are yeah. I mean,
Yeah. So the space that you're talking about, that's in your head, right? That's something in your somewhere in there that you're thinking about it, and now you're speaking of.
You know what I think is crazy? Is that in 1920, the Universal Studios had this graven image of Earth, right? They had this globe Earth as their emblem, right? And then we get to the birth of NASA, and they there, and then they send us back an exact globe Earth that looks just like the 1920s Universal Studio globe, which nobody had ever been up high enough ever. Nobody has ever been even yet up high enough to see the Earth in its entirety, or Earth curve for that matter. Yet how they knew in 1920 what the Earth looked like in its entirety.
What the earth in their imagination, in their heads, look like in their minds. That's the way Hollywood makes stuff, And
Right.
then NASA did the same thing, copycat, just imaginary stuff, fantasy, fiction.
Well, and it's
So
crazy.
TV Nobi, can you validate your space, bro? Where's the validation for that?
TV Nobi.
just look, guys, continue with the conversation.
Oh, you're
Okay.
looking it up? Okay, fine.
No, TV. No, let's keep talking about the fantasy that you're talking about. The fantasy of outer space. Let's keep talking about that.
Excuse me.
Actually,
Don't use that word. That is a fantasy. I don't say outlandish accusations that you have fantasies. So let's not
But
just prove ourselves.
listen, bro. No, let me tell him this. Outer space was never discovered. That was invented, right? You know this, right?
yeah, the infinite expanse that just goes on and on and on, and other galaxies far, far, far away. It's a cool story. Very imaginative.
It's like in Serenity. What do you think they invented Star Trek for, bro? The Final Frontier.
Well, when I say invented, it was more like a made-up story, not an invention, like like a battery or I don't know, a car or a clock, not like that. It was made up fantasy, like Star Wars.
Wow. How dare you?
It's true.
Yep.
Star Wars is not made up. It's a real thing that happened.
Well, the whole thing
Prove it. Prove it. Just prove it.
Yeah, prove it. But in reality, you can't have
Just prove it.
a expanding, open, endless
I'll
fact.
tell him, get him to prove it.
It's all good, guys. We're all here. We all believe in
That's what I thought. No proof.
So
See what happens when you let them try to speak?
Yeah, the frantic googling intensifies.
TV Nova, you know what else was
Well, this is what
invented?
happens when you can't show evidence for your belief. Okay.
Hey,
You hope.
TV Nova, you know what
Don't
also
have
was
beliefs.
invented? Spinning globes with water on the outside and the gas pressure without a vacuum in the vacuum of space. That was invented as well, or made up. Oh, you can say the globe that you buy in the globe that you buy at the store. That's an invention. So yeah, it was invented.
Then what are the Starlink satellites? The thousands and thousands of Starlink satellites. What are they orbiting in order for them?
like high altitude devices that we can send very high up within the contained environment. Yeah, we can send stuff high up. You never seen that happening? Yeah, stuff that you send up. Yeah.
How does it stay there? Is it such a small
You
object?
the thing is, you gotta make a separation between stuff that works in reality and then the fantasy cartoons that you're thinking is reality. Those are separated things, bro.
So Elon Musk is the world's richest person based on SpaceX, who's helped him also get there with Tesla, right? But that's
Elon Musk has never put anything in space. He pays people to do that. You know that, right?
Okay. Mm. Well, same as Bill Gates.
He's
Bill
a
Gates
spokesperson. He's a public face.
Yeah.
He's like the president. You know, the president doesn't do any of the work, right? He doesn't do that. You know that, right?
Any sign stuff, I'd say that's work. Sounds like
any
work.
science.
Annoying
science work? What is that?
He signs like papers and stuff, like with a pen.
Yeah.
Do you believe?
Oh yeah. He signs the papers and he draws the cartoons and he's like, look, this paper says that we're gonna go to Mars one day and we're gonna do things in outer space. It's like Star Wars, Hollywood,
Yeah.
Disney.
Doesn't that sound cool?
NASA, SpaceX.
Yeah, love those things.
Yeah, there's all Disney, all Hollywood, all fantasy.
Oh,
I bet you love Narnia.
Hollywood.
It's true, actually. What he's saying is true. Fun fact: Werner von Braun, right, godfather of racketeering, and Walt Disney happened to be pretty good pals.
Oh wow, it's kind of cool, isn't it? I don't believe in grass. I think grass is fake.
No, that's the good thing is you don't have to believe. That's good thing is you don't have to believe it. You can see it right there. You probably don't come out of your room, so you haven't ever touched grass because you're actually in your room all day, I guess.
Did you guys know when you look up, you're looking at space?
Actually, there's space between me and my computer.
You guys, I'm sorry.
When you're looking at the TV and you see the cartoons about space, that's what you believe in. But when you look up in the sky,
TV?
that's not the cartoon in the TV. Those are different things.
Did I say TV? I said when you look up in the
when you say outer space, right? The space that you around the globe, that stuff, you only saw it in TV. When you look up, that's not what you saw in the TV.
Have you seen like the images of the flat Earth, like above the Earth? Have you seen those before?
You mean like footage from aircraft or
no, like images, like when they like
high altitude balloons looking across the horizontal frame of reference? Yeah, people, you can find a lot of that stuff.
Yeah, what's that? What's that black stuff in the background? What is that?
Oh, the black stuff is that? Yeah, the black stuff up there, the celestial, the heavens above. I mean, the black stuff, I guess, is an unknown. Do you know what it is? Can you give me some bucket of it? Like, can you give me a glass?
Yeah,
of
nobody knew, but then we named it. We called it space. That's why we
it might be a medium that you have never been to. You're never going to go to, and any man that you know ever knew never been there. So how do they know? How do you know?
Because we named
it. Sky blue or is it sky dark?
He blue, and then we called it the sky because it was up.
He named it something, and he believed it's something. That's what it is because he believes it.
What is it?
You don't have an up in a globe. You only have out.
Oh, there is no up. That's correct, Elbow. There is no up and down in a globe.
Why did we name the sky the sky? Does anyone know? Why did we name the sky the sky? Does anyone know?
Who named the sky?
People call it the sky.
Can you tell me who named it? Can you tell me who named it?
Many different names.
I'm asking you guys. You guys are like the experts here. So we named the sky. The sky was
people name things. You know that, right?
So people name the black thing space. And why do you not want to believe it? Because it's called space. Do you not like that name?
Black? You mean like the crayon stuff, like the black?
Okay, so
let me ask you this: is the sky and space different?
Yeah, they're two different colors. I'd say they're two different things. Yeah.
So this is just how does that work then? They occupy the same area. Don't they?
The sky's lower, like in the Earth, like inside of the dome, as you guys call it.
So
that's
in the daytime, you don't see space.
You called it that.
Hey, don't interrupt me. Thank you, good boy. All right, so inside the Earth, we call the sky. And outside.
No, we're not gonna be like that.
Yeah.
Inside the earth, you mean like below your feet or something on the underground?
Funny thing, you want to call the sky different than the space, outer space, but they're looking the same direction. So, are you not looking at just sky?
Hello. When I joined the conversation about flat Earth, I think when you say flat Earth is like completely bullshit, and there are a lot of proofs which I can give here.
No, bullshit is something that you can find in nature. Is you can grab bullshit and
I find in nature that
and use it for different purposes.
I find it nature.
Flat Earth is a description of the surface. You can find bullshit on top of the surface. Yeah.
No, I'm saying I saw in nature, and that claims you're making is false. And I can give you proof one by one.
Wait, can you specify what you said is false? Go ahead.
Okay. So you told me about Earth being flat. So there are literally photographic evidence from space, from NASA, ISRO, ESA.
You mean you know there's a difference between
They have
cartoons
released live satellite feed of
and
rotating Earth.
imagery that is made in a computer and photographs, right? Photographs is something that you take a camera and you go out there in reality and you photograph that stuff that is real. Then if you present some fantasy thing that is not in reality, that's not a photograph. If you take a photograph of
Oh my
Aslan
God. You are
in
saying that
Hollywood
claim is
studios,
false.
that might
You're
be
telling me the evidence
you
is
taking a
false. Okay,
photograph
so
of
let me
something
prove that. Let
that
me
is
prove
a
that it's true.
mannequin or
Let me
something
prove
of
that is
that
true.
looks
Let me
like
prove.
that.
Let me
But if
prove.
you go, if you
Okay,
take
you are
the
not letting me
imagery of
prove
a
it. Okay,
movie, that's not a
you
photograph.
can
Those
just
are
wrap it
different
up.
things. Photographs and imagery, you have to make a separation between those things. You can have photographs of reality and you can have like imagery or pictures of fantasy stuff. Not the same. Do you get it? No? Yes?
Let us unmute Clownify because he's a clown and he will only make a mockery of himself. This is silly globe arguments.
Just let the
Sure,
clowns
honestly,
out for now. I'll clown them a little bit.
No, Divine came back.
Yeah, I came
Clownify
back.
could
I'm
sit.
saying.
Clownify could sit on me for a little bit longer. He could be a good boy.
I'm saying. Like,
Wait,
could you
the
let
guy
me
that
speak
was
for
talking about
1
the
minute?
sky, what did he do? He was just talking about his fantasy. Come on,
It was
Apple.
telling you to be quiet and then say good boy. And he's trying to think like you run something.
Oh, okay.
So
He was telling me that. All right.
yeah. So he doesn't run
I
anything.
won't be
He could
triggered.
for a bit.
Okay, so it's between me and GMC. Okay, so the claim was Earth being round, spherical. That's my claim, and I have certain facts to prove you that Earth is round. Okay, so
Okay, so you do. Okay,
first
so
of
that's the claim. Do you have measurements that go accordingly to the spherical geometry of the claim globe? Do you have measurements of that? Yes, no.
Maybe so.
what?
You said your claim. You just put your claim on the table. The Earth is a sphere, and that sphere has a certain diameter. It has certain geometry to it, right? Correct.
Certain diametry. What's your claim? I don't understand. I'm not getting you.
You said it's a sphere. This sphere it has a geometry, specific measurements to it. Yes, no.
Yes, you're right.
Yes. So do you have the measurements that go accordingly to the curvature of this sphere? Have you measured that across the surface of the Earth? Yes or no?
The measurement of Earth. You want to measure the Earth, right?
Okay, you said that the ground that you're standing on is a sphere, right? And that sphere must be curving all across because spheres are curving, correct?
Yeah.
Have you measured the curvature of the sphere that you're talking about across the surface of the Earth or the surface of waters across the Earth? Do you have a measurement for that?
Me personally, or you mean to say the scientist?
Any demonstration, any measurement that go and conforms to the specific geometry of the sphere that you're claiming, the specific numbers to it.
So there is a thing. Earth is not a perfect sphere.
Is it dropping over distance? Is it dropping over the distance? Yes or no?
What it means by drop, I don't understanding if
Okay,
like,
you
what is
know
this word?
a slope. You know a slope intersect formula.
Slope, yeah,
It will be
slope.
non-zero
Yeah.
because you know a horizontal line. A horizontal line when you draw out a horizontal line, it has a change rate of slope of 0, right? No drop, no slope. But then the sphere will have a slope of non-zero. It will be dropping away from the horizontal. You have measurements of that across the waters of the world, comfort to the 3,959 miles of the sphere that you're claiming. That will be a drop of 8 inches per mile squared, up to 1,000 miles. Do you have that?
I'm not getting you honestly. Not even a single word. Like
So
dropping.
you're making a
What do you mean
claim
by
of something that
dropping?
you don't comprehend? Earth to this guy that believes in the globe. Earth to the guy that believes in the globe. Are you still here? Do you copy?
Around the Earth.
So again, I'm going to ask you, do you have measurements, demonstration of this globe that you're claiming? You can say
Again,
no,
I'm saying.
dude.
I'm saying I'm not understanding your question honestly.
Okay. Remember when you said that your claim is that Earth is a sphere? Remember that part?
I think he was saying it was a spear because
I think he got bricked. I think he got bricked. Sorry.
I don't think you understood when he was saying that earlier because the space between your ears you weren't listening.
Right. So let's go back to Clownify. You ready to be a good boy, Clownify?
Grown man. Yeah, sure. I'm back. Good, guys. How we doing today?
All right. So you're looking at the sky. Where does the sky end?
Well, from a globe Earth, I believe in the upper atmosphere. From a flat Earth, I'm guessing at the top of the container, something like that, right? Container
Did
barrier.
I ask you about what our beliefs? I said where the sky ends and when the space ends, and then at night, do we have a sky, or when you're looking at the sky is
The sky's still there, but the sun goes underneath the horizon. Oh wait, sorry. The sun goes farther away from our view. Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah. So for globe Earthers, the sun goes underneath the horizon. For flat Earthers, the sun goes more distant away from you, as
Actually,
what I've heard.
You fall backwards, and the sun disappears because of it, because it spins. Earth is spinning.
I fall backwards.
If you're telling me the sun goes away under the horizon, it means the sun is the one moving. Is the sun moving, or is it the Earth that's spinning?
The sun and Earth are spinning and moving. The entire solar system is moving throughout the galaxy.
Can you please provide evidence of that?
I cannot, because you cannot.
So you cannot provide evidence.
Can you take photos outside of our solar system?
Real quick, Elbow, did the guy that we're speaking to, did he leave? What happened to him?
Hey, you guys are a big proof people, right? Have you guys ever taken medicine before? Pills?
Again, why are you asking me a question? You made a claim.